Welcome to this week's Quick Charge. In the Bible, God reveals himself as the transparent one. He has a transparent quality. When Jesus ascended the mountain with his disciples and was transfigured before them, he became transparent, with nothing hidden, nothing dark or concealed. But why is this character quality of transparency so important for us? Well, because God's transparency makes it safe for us. We've already discovered that it makes it safe for us to hope again, and it also makes it safe for us to trust again. But it also makes it safe for us to get real again. In Genesis chapter 3, when God was seeking Adam and Eve after the fall, he did so not to rebuke them or to reject them, but rather to restore them. And his question, which by the way is the very first question in the Bible, where are you? This was not a question as to their location, but rather about their condition. What is your situation really? What is your condition honestly? What's your reality right now? So often people choose to be less than real with Jesus. He once struck up a conversation with a woman. Of course, you can't spend time with Jesus without the light of his love shining on you, and light always reveals. Why does he do that? Because if you're the only answer, the only remedy, the only cure, the only redeemer, if you are the source of life, the source of restoration and healing, that's what you want to do. But it only happens when what is in the dark comes to the light. The woman in John chapter 4, verse 17, simply says to Jesus, I have no husband. She actually said that to Jesus. Now, technically, she's right, but not really, not sincerely, not honestly. That is a true statement, but it's not the truth. It's not the whole truth. It's not the real story. The real story is she's obviously struggling and trying to cope and manage and survive, probably just trying to breathe. But she's not really living. She's not thriving. But she doesn't let on to Jesus. She's trying to tell him she's fine. I'm okay. I'm great. When she's not. She glossed over her reality. Why? Partly out of shame. She's not proud of her history or her story. But Jesus loves her despite her story and because of her story. You know, our enemy would much rather we hide in shame than taste the incredible freedom and restoration that is found in God. Partly out of numbness. She is now so desensitized and numb to her real pain that she has been managing it for so long that she's given up. She's had 5 husbands, 5 who committed, and perhaps all 5 walked out. But with the 6th, she's not even going to make it right or to do it right. She's given up on things ever being good, ever being right, and ever being whole again. She's just accepted it and acquiesced to it. This is my life. This is my lot. This is my load. This is the way that it is. And partly out of pain. She didn't want to hash over and bring up and relive and deal with it all over again. It's too painful. She didn't want to face it again. But in the end, she let this man see everything and tell her everything that she was and that she did, because he's the Christ. And she was transformed. Adam and Eve never answered God's question. They never told him where they really were and what was really going on with them. They didn't know that it was safe. In his love, it's safe for me to get real again with God. Do you need to get real with Jesus again? Now is the time. Join me next week for another Quick Charge. God bless.